Have you ever looked in the mirror first thing in the morning and thought, wow, my stomach actually looks pretty flat today? But then, just a few hours later, everything changes. After breakfast, after lunch, or by the time dinner comes around. Your stomach suddenly feels tight, your jeans don't fit the same, you feel heavy, uncomfortable, and your belly looks much bigger than it did just a few hours earlier. Sound familiar? If this keeps happening almost every day, you're definitely not alone. Millions of people struggle with bloating. The frustrating part is that many believe it's simply something they have to live with. Some blame their metabolism, others think they're gaining fat overnight. Some even start cutting out entire food groups hoping the problem will disappear. But here's the truth. In many cases, bloating isn't caused by body fat at all. And if you don't understand what's actually happening inside your digestive system, you could spend months or even years trying to fix the wrong problem. Even worse, constant bloating can make you believe your healthy diet isn't working. It can leave you feeling discouraged, frustrated, and ready to give up. So in today's video, we're going to uncover what bloating really is, why it happens, and the most common daily habits that could be making it much worse without you realizing it. Most importantly, I'll show you simple lifestyle changes that may help reduce bloating naturally and improve your digestive comfort. Some of these habits are surprisingly common, and one of them might be something you're doing every single day. Let's get started. First of all, let's clear up one of the biggest myths. Many people believe that if their stomach looks bigger at night than it did in the morning, they must have gained fat. But that's simply not how body fat works. Fat doesn't appear within a few hours. It develops gradually over time when your body consistently stores more energy than it uses. Bloating is completely different. It can appear quickly, and sometimes disappear just as quickly. That's why you might wake up with a relatively flat stomach and go to bed feeling like you've gained several pounds. What you're seeing isn't necessarily fat. It's usually a temporary increase in the volume inside your abdomen, and there are several reasons why that can happen. For example, sometimes it's trapped gas, sometimes it's fluid retention, and sometimes it's simply food moving more slowly through your digestive system than it should. Understanding the difference is incredibly important, because if you mistake bloating for body fat, you may start making unnecessary changes to your diet that don't actually solve the real problem. Instead of improving your digestion, you could end up making it worse. So what actually causes bloating? Although everyone is different, most cases are linked to a few very common factors. One of the biggest is swallowed air. Believe it or not, many people swallow much more air than they realize. Eating too quickly, talking while chewing, drinking carbonated beverages, or even chewing gum for long periods can all increase the amount of air entering your digestive system. Once that air becomes trapped, your stomach begins to feel stretched and uncomfortable. Another common reason is temporary water retention. After eating a meal that's very high in sodium, or consuming a large amount of processed foods, your body may temporarily hold on to extra water. This doesn't mean you've gained fat. It simply means your body is holding more fluid than usual. And yes, that alone can make your stomach feel tighter and your clothes fit differently. But there's another cause that many people completely overlook: your gut. And that's where things become really interesting. Your gut does much more than simply digest food. It's home to trillions of bacteria that help break down what you eat, absorb nutrients, and support your immune system. When this system is working well, digestion is usually smooth. But when that balance is disrupted, things can change quickly. Food may stay in your digestive tract longer than it should. Certain carbohydrates may ferment more than usual. Gas builds up. Pressure increases. And before you know it, your stomach feels swollen, tight, and uncomfortable. This is one of the reasons why some people feel bloated almost every single day. Now here's something important. Many people respond to bloating by eating less, or they start removing random foods from their diet. They keep eliminating more and more food, hoping they'll eventually find the culprit. Sometimes that helps, but many times, it only creates more confusion. Instead of identifying the real cause, people end up making their diet unnecessarily restrictive, and in some cases, that can actually reduce the amount of fiber and nutrients their gut needs to stay healthy. That's why it's usually better to look for patterns, rather than immediately blaming a single food. Now let's talk about one of the biggest mistakes: eating too fast. Think about your last meal. Did you actually sit down and enjoy it? Or were you scrolling through your phone, answering emails, watching TV, or rushing to get back to work? Most people don't realize that digestion begins long before food reaches the stomach. It starts in your mouth. Chewing properly helps break food into smaller pieces. It also gives digestive enzymes a chance to begin their job. When you eat too quickly, you tend to swallow more air, you chew less, and your stomach has to work much harder. A simple habit like slowing down, chewing each bite thoroughly, and putting your fork down between bites may make a noticeable difference over time. Now here's another surprisingly common habit: lying down immediately after eating. After a large meal, your digestive system needs time to do its work. If you lie on the couch or go straight to bed, digestion may feel slower. Some people also notice more bloating or acid reflux. Instead, try staying upright for a while. Even better, take a gentle 10 to 15-minute walk after eating. It doesn't have to be fast. Just moving your body a little can help support normal digestion. Now let's talk about food combinations. You've probably heard people say, never eat fruit after a meal, or never combine certain foods. The truth is, there's no single rule that works for everyone. However, some people may notice that certain combinations make them feel worse than others. For example, large meals that contain a lot of processed foods, sugary desserts, and carbonated drinks may leave some people feeling much more bloated. Others may notice discomfort after eating foods that are naturally high in fermentable carbohydrates. This doesn't automatically mean those foods are unhealthy. It simply means your digestive system may respond differently. That's why paying attention to your own body's reactions is much more useful than following every trend you see online. One food that's often misunderstood is beans. Beans are incredibly nutritious. They're packed with fiber, vitamins, minerals, and plant protein. But if your body isn't used to eating them regularly, you may experience more gas at first. That doesn't necessarily mean you should avoid them forever. Sometimes, gradually increasing your intake gives your digestive system time to adapt, and many people find that the bloating improves after a few weeks. The key isn't eliminating healthy foods, it's helping your body adjust to them. And that brings us to another factor many people underestimate: stress. Have you ever noticed that your stomach feels worse during stressful periods? That's not your imagination. Your brain and your gut are constantly communicating. When stress levels stay high, some people experience changes in digestion, different bowel habits, or increased sensitivity in the digestive tract. This is one reason why managing stress isn't only good for your mental health, it may also support better digestive comfort. And there's one final mistake that many people make, one that often seems healthy, but can actually backfire if done incorrectly. We'll talk about that next. Let's talk about another habit that often gets overlooked: hydration. Many people believe that drinking as much water as possible during meals helps digestion. Others avoid drinking altogether because they're afraid it will dilute stomach acid. The reality is much more balanced. For most healthy people, drinking moderate amounts of water with meals is perfectly normal. The bigger problem is what happens during the rest of the day. If you spend hours without drinking enough fluids, your digestive system may not function as efficiently as it should. On the other hand, drinking very large amounts of liquid in a short period of time can leave your stomach feeling overly full and uncomfortable. The goal isn't to drink more all at once, it's to stay consistently hydrated throughout the day, small amounts, regularly. Now let's discuss supplements. Many people experience bloating, search online, and immediately buy probiotics. But probiotics aren't magic pills. Different probiotic strains have different effects, and what works well for one person may not work the same way for someone else. The same is true for digestive enzymes and other gut health supplements. This is why it's important to avoid self-diagnosing based on social media trends. If your bloating is persistent, severe, or associated with symptoms like significant weight loss, blood in your stool, ongoing vomiting, fever, or severe abdominal pain, you should speak with a qualified healthcare professional. Sometimes bloating is simply related to eating habits, but sometimes it can be a sign of an underlying medical condition that deserves proper evaluation. Now let's put everything together. If you constantly feel bloated, don't immediately assume you're gaining fat. Don't panic, and don't start removing every food from your diet. Instead, start by looking at your daily habits. Ask yourself, am I eating too quickly? Am I constantly stressed? Am I drinking enough water throughout the day? Am I getting enough fiber? Am I moving my body after meals? Am I paying attention to how different foods affect me personally? Sometimes, small improvements made consistently have a much bigger impact than extreme diets. Your digestive system doesn't need perfection, it needs consistency. Healthy eating, regular movement, good hydration, and patience. Remember, your body is constantly giving you feedback. The more you learn to listen to it, the easier it becomes to make choices that support your long-term health. Bloating is common, but living with it every single day doesn't mean you should ignore it. Understanding the cause is always the first step toward finding the right solution. I'd also love to hear from you. Do you experience bloating regularly? Let me know in the comments what seems to trigger it the most. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.